afternoon, good evening, everybody. Thanks a lot for joining us. Sorry, we're a wee tiny bit late. It's been a wild one as per, but we're here. It's Friday. It's time for the Sorare Deadline Show, and I was just saying to my co-pilot, Harry Trades, it's jumper season. We've got MLS back this week. We're all locked and loaded, and maybe that could put a wee bit of a smile on my face after last night's misery. But we're here. Harry, my co-pilot, good to see you.
Yeah, great to see you, mate. I had a few messages this morning. People were sort of up in arms to whether or not we were streaming today. I think someone just mentioned us on Twitter. I think we're going so viral. I think.
It's been a while since that was even a thing, but yeah, good to see it. And yeah, apologies, guys, a wee bit of a faux pas on my behalf for scheduling and whatnot. It's been battle stations here. But yeah, thanks everyone joining us, and it's a big weekend. We've got some streaks up and going. I don't know if anyone had any joy midweek. Harry, how did you get on?
No, I've got a bit of essence and a bit of XP, mate. No, nothing. I left out Aspas. He scores like 90 or something. He was like 60% on. Like I played Usyk with the Fenerbahce guy. He's on the bench. He was just a fucking. It wouldn't have really mattered too much, mate. Under 23, I had two D1s. A couple of good scores. I didn't really get my captaincies right, Shakora, but I had two DMPs. I had Mitrovic didn't start for LA, the keeper, and then one of the Argentina games got cancelled or something. So one of my guys was just complete DMP, centre back. So yeah, I've stayed in the division, which is nice, but not winning anything, mate. I say that. I was actually, I don't know if you've seen it, but Osherman should have had 2 assists, by the way. Can I just point out? I don't know whether have you seen it?
Did they not get one of them? But I seen all the goals.
He's got one of them. Yeah. He's been given like the last one, but the one where he intercepts the ball for Lang's first goal and square. I haven't seen a close up. It looks like he intercepted it and Lang just popped it in. But anyway, that might have got me a bit more. At one point, I was 9th until like the Wednesday, and everything just went downhill. Sarah 100. There was a couple of good scores, but yeah, Benfica sadly didn't keep the clean sheet. I don't know whether you saw the antics in that game. I switched over as soon as it kind of happened. It was fucking mental. Couldn't believe it.
He's just guilty as sin, isn't he? Because he's like you know what I mean?
Saying, hasn't he? You know, like you're not saying like you're the best player in the world type of thing. Like, do you know what I mean? Come on.
I get your autograph.
Like, come on. He's obviously said something stupid and horrible and derogatory. I'm sure, but who knows what he actually said. But it can't be nice. So, yeah, that was just a weird thing. I turned it over. I never really watched Champions League like that, but it was, Madrid just dominated after that, mate. But yeah, what about you? Did you have Fener and Celtic, I guess?
Mate, the worst Thursday night imaginable, honestly. Like, Fener get ripped and then Celtic just, Do you know, I was at the game last night. Stuttgart were good and all that, right? But, like, we could have, like, they were not unbeatable. You know, they were very much a team you could get at. Athleticism off the charts. Big fan of Demirovic after seeing him. Stiller, surprisingly small. I bet very good.
Yeah, he's quite bulky. Yeah. Quite sort of, not stocky, but he's not like skinny, is he? I wouldn't say.
No.
Quite sort of stout, maybe like a Kimmich type of build, you know?
He's like the same height as McGregor. He's tiny.
Yeah, like 5'8", 5'9", 5'10", I'd say, roughly. Maybe smaller. What was thingy like Al Canoes? I know you got a couple.
Yeah, tidy,
sharp.
Man. Tidy. But like, what they did was they put Demirovic, Undav, and Canoes, like, and then Lewing. They just basically went man for man on the back four.
4 for 4. Wow.
Yeah. And then see whenever Stiller would get the ball, it would just like, like honestly, they're so see their back four and everything. The back four in Karazor.
Yeah.
It's just like athleticism is like 8 out of 10. You know, they're all like probably like 6'1", quite strong guys, quite quick, good first touches. But anytime Stiller either got it to one of them, like Vanyaman was very good in the match. As soon as they got into the front four, like Undav or El Canoes, because as soon as they would play in, like, just like the gut reaction of a defense's drop. So they drop like 4 yards, and then all of a sudden they've got a front four that all have like a 5-yard radius around them.
Yeah.
And they're facing goal, and the defense is like deer in headlights moments. And his header was really good. I don't know if you've seen it, but he just ghosted in. Nobody tracks him. And like they played really well. They were really clever in how they kind of set up their team in that sense. I quite enjoyed it. That whole kind of, like I say, they really went after the defense without, they didn't really press. It was kind of weird. It was kind of interesting in that way. But Stiller will play for a top team. I think that Chabot, by the way, will play for a top team. He was because at times, long stages of that match, the other centre back who's called like Jelsh or something. He was playing like a right back, and Vanyaman was playing like a right back. So Chabot was like the only defender for like periods of the match, and he was he was good. You know, he was a really good defender. He made a mistake, and I think he's maybe got a few of them. If you look at his, his Sorare scores and whatever, but he was quite impressive. Demirovic was the most impressive. Like he will play, he'll go to a Premier League club and be top. Like he'll be. He's not just a target
Physical.
man. Yeah, good
Yeah, yeah.
running, good vision and stuff. Really kind of he was interesting. Anyway, let's forget about Thursdays and all that caper.
Let's do that.
This is the first thing I want to put on screen right before we get to the matchups tab. I just got this push notification. It happened 3 hours ago, but MLS cards will be in crafting Monday night. Okay. So check out for that. We also have a late deadline, which is going to be 4 p.m. tomorrow. Now, Harry, I was kind of semi-tempted to do a wee bit of Saturday morning MLS action. So maybe keep your pager on for that one. We'll see how we get on with that one. Could be a fun one to do at your place, perhaps. You know, get a wee stream at harrytrades.com.
Yeah, for sure. I don't think I'm up to too much tomorrow morning-ish.
It'll just be a wee crash course on what we know tomorrow that we didn't know today. You know,
right?
Stuff that comes out and stuff. You know.
Well, hopefully we get the MLS communications. You know, the Friday night sort of update thing, whatever. Maybe there's a few gems in there, and then you've got to like look back at Friday's games. Not that there's that much going on tonight, but there's a decent bit, and then Saturday morning, I guess, as well. So no, that definitely could be something on the horizon.
Stay tuned for more. Satara Trades channel, linked in the description of the video, or might be here. You've probably subscribed to it already if you haven't. And matchups tab. Benfica top. And that's actually kind of interesting. Benfica, we're just chatting about midweeks, trying to get away from it.
Benfica. Really can't avoid it, mate.
Yeah.
Can't avoid it. Mate, honestly, like every team here in the top 5, I guess, apart from Porto, so top 4. Obviously, Bayern didn't as well, that's a lie. So top, and I guess Barca didn't. I thought Barca played Atletico, or am I just bugging out?
I think that was the last midweek.
Right, but like when's the second leg? I thought that would have been yesterday, but obviously not.
No, I was looking through my Spanish stuff yesterday. There was like no midweeks. It wasn't like covered.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, I had a weird feeling it was like back to back, but obviously it's not. But yeah, so Benfica and PSG there. 91% and above, 4 of them. We haven't had a week like that for a while, I wouldn't say. It's been 80s, obviously a couple of 70s, but that whole page there is dominated by 80 pluses, and then we sort of gradually get into the 70s. But yeah, Benfica just rotational nightmare. Barca maybe not as much, thankfully, with the no midweek. Porto, thankfully maybe as well. I don't know what PSG looks like, but I'm sure there's going to be a bit of a rotation at home to Metz. And then Bayern Frankfurt smells like goals. We've got the Sheffield derby, Quinny, every week. Wednesday vacates the top 10 for the wrong reasons. I don't know if they're getting back. I actually don't keep up with the scores, obviously, right? But like, are they actually getting destroyed every week? I'd love to know.
I'll go and check. But yeah, I don't go and track Sheffield Wednesday afterwards. I can actually see if they've been ripped. But let's have a peek. So I've had a look at the standings. They are rock bottom. They've lost 5 out of 5. I suppose like they've lost 2-1 to Millwall, 4-0 to Swansea, 1-0 to Blackburn, 1-0 to Wrexham, 2-0 to Bristol. So they're just losing and not scoring. They're not always getting rattled, but they're just losing. Just not scoring
much.
They scored 19 goals in 32 games, conceded 64. So they're exactly losing 0.5 to 2 every game.
Yeah, that's not great for the Championship. But yeah, Chelsea, first Prem club at home to Burnley. If you can get that one right, I'm sure there could be some big scores there. Palmer sort of finding form. Enzo Caicedo. João Pedro scored a couple in the last couple games as well, so he's finding some form as big time.
5 on fire.
100%. Fenner's in there. They play Monday night after obviously getting beat yesterday against Forest, and then we move over to a little bit of the Eredivisie with Feyenoord. With the reason why I didn't hit, well, there's multiple reasons, but one of the bigger reasons why I didn't hit the 4th streak last week. I was close. I was like 20 points off. They managed to score 1 goal, Quinny, against 10 men in the 94th minute, and it was a penalty. Absolutely shocking. At home to go ahead, had 10 men for no exaggeration the whole game. Could not break them down for love nor money. So that really, really stifled anything in the Eredivisie, sorry for me. But yeah, PSV are at home as well. I'm sure they'll come up. Yeah, there they are, creeping in there, 73%. Enemies away to Livingston. Venezia are at home in the Serie B. Sporting away to Morenese. Well, actually not too bad. I think they're like sixth in the league. Milan are
Yeah,
at home. It's a big week. It's a huge week, but there is a lot of like midweek implications that just really can't make you too confident on some of these bigger teams.
totally.
Specifically, yeah, your Benficas, PSGs, and stuff. So, yeah, I'm a bit cautious. I haven't really got too many streaks going. I've got one fourth limited streak somehow. Again, I'm
Ooh,
back to. Remember, I did this like a month ago, and I tried to do it with the Besiktas boys, I think it was, and it obviously just failed. But this week, I've got like Nordisland boys. I've brought in a couple of limiteds that I'll maybe, well, probably sell off if it wins or happens.
nice.
Yeah, and then just used all my rares basically down in limited. So yeah, that's my only bit of sort of streak excitement, mate. I think you're on 2-2, aren't you? Just from watching your video yesterday,
Yeah,
I'm caught up. That's quite
aye.
fun. That leads you into, a couple of thirds maybe.
Yeah, hopefully get it moving, get it moving. We've got streaks happening everywhere, and a lot of dilemmas now if you're playing JK and MLS because there's also leaderboard streaks,
Yeah.
So a wee bit of choice dilemma, a wee bit of strategy, a wee bit of actual strategy again, Harry. Where to play your good
Well,
guys? Remember we used to do
yeah,
that every week. Talk about
yeah,
a division that you could play.
right. Rare
Those days are
Pro
long
or
gone.
Rare or,
Yeah. You're
yeah,
23 or All Star or a region or
Yeah, I feel like the game's been stale in the sense of like everything's been plug and play for a long time, and that makes it even more plug and play when you've got single leagues and there's just
Mhm.
there's no decisions. Like you have to play your Eredivisie guys in Eredivisie in season. Same for
Mhm.
the Prem and the Bundesliga, wherever. So yeah, with the streak thing, I know it's the same in the sense like yeah, MLS you still play them in season, but like you said, there's a couple of different ways you can go, and yeah, it gives it something. Obviously, it's not nice from a budget standpoint because it means you do need two teams if you want to play both sides of
Sure.
the coin. But you don't have to. You can work your way into that, I guess. But yeah, no, I'm just buzzing for the MLS to be back, mate. To be honest, I think I text you midweek, but like, yeah, that's a big relief. From just an excitement perspective of like I do enjoy watching the MLS. I don't watch many other games of football just because they're on so early and stuff for the most part. But yeah, MLS is perfect timing, being out here and stuff. And yeah, I've got some skin in the game already. I'm sure I'll build into more. But I'm excited, mate. I'm really excited.
Likewise. Where will we start then? Will we start with a wee bit of Belgique?
Yeah, we'll do the usual maybe. Just skim through Belgium and Eredivisie and then work our way into the other comps. Do we have anything else new apart from MLS? I don't think we do we?
No,
I
I
think
think this is
everything's like,
the
yeah.
show in town.
Uh-huh. Bruges 3-0 with Atletico midweek. Good showing
Not too
again for them.
not too surprising. Yeah, yeah.
No,
Decent. They did a bit better than I would have probably expected, to be honest. But yeah, like Bruges have been tough. And I think they maybe beat Atletico Madrid in the Champions League like a couple of seasons ago.
that checks out. I'm not surprised. Um, yeah, not surprised at all at that. But they just give it to anyone, don't they? They just seem to score lots of goals in the Champions League. Like
Mm.
they very rarely go without scoring. Never, depend. Doesn't even matter who they play against. I think they scored again. Didn't they beat Barca, or am I just imagining that?
Yeah,
Sure,
yeah.
they beat. Yeah,
Barca
they
in the
did,
cup.
didn't they? Yeah.
Is that the Lookman show?
Yeah. Um, we've got a couple of good matchups to be fair in one of the harder leagues for streaking. Genk at home, Club Brugge at home. Genk played
Ooh.
yesterday, beat Zagreb 3-1 away, which is quite interesting to be fair.
Yeah,
From their perspective, the Heymans, Heynan and Heyman, the dynamic midfield duo.
yeah.
They both got some DAs yesterday, which was nice. This El Uwadio, whatever his name is, he's just an absolute ripper. He just rips. Like when he goes PSG, USG at home as well to Royal Antwerp. Um, both Royals facing off here, which is quite
Nice.
quite fun. A Royal derby. We've got baby trades in the background, panting.
Warming up for the game.
Yeah, we've got Westerlo, Charleroi. Pretty even game there. Westerlo just edging it though on the probabilities. Dender, Saint Trudens. Saint Trudens continue to sort of stay high up in the table. I think they're still second.
Wow.
Yeah, they're doing really well.
GG's.
All the J League boys, Taniguchis and Yamamotos, Kakubos, unbelievable. Gotos, Jesus, Itos.
Yeah, man, they love it.
Literally a spine. That's so fun. Like literally, you could have a full team.
Yeah. It's like
That's
a
a
little
vibe.
Japanese outpost, isn't it?
Yeah, just a proper spine. Moving on to Ghent, Circular Bruges. Big Davy Roofs.
Big Davy Roos.
But yeah, no, buzzing for the MLS. We've obviously got the league. Yeah, we've got everything this week. Prem's back. It's a proper Sorare weekend. It feels like, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. All bases are covered that way.
Mm-hmm.
MLS is back.
Okay.
First match day will be exciting as well.
Yeah. Do you see Josh Sargent to my Toronto boys?
Yeah, that's a big move.
Yeah, they got Shaloy yesterday as well. So they're
Shaloi. Oh, the
from
boy from Kansas.
yeah,
Well, that's all right. That's all right.
yeah, decent little winger slash
Uh,
utility forward. Ellis, no, good boy. Yeah, moving on to the Eredivisie then. Utrecht versus Zwolle.
rude. On fire.
He's probably my best craft, but he's not my best reward. Come on, Yamal Super is the best reward. If we're being like very honest.
It was a celebration
Yeah,
edition, you know. Like,
it was a celebration edition. And like, have I had that many good crafts? Kabasi Ballon d'Or edition? That has to be up there with baby trades.
it definitely is up there.
Have to be up there.
Oh,
Isn't it, baby
Jimmy's.
trades? Chugging away. 20 Groningen. There's actually quite well. There's a lot of
Ooh.
sort of 60%ers and above in Eredivisie this weekend. This was the weekend I was really hoping I'd be on the fifth streak, but it is not to be as per. But yeah, some really nice options even outside of PSV and Feyenoord, which we'll get into. But yeah, 20 are at home. The Breda boys are at home. Obviously Utrecht we just saw. Go Ahead are at home to Heracles. There's a lot you can choose from.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, pound for pound, Rude. Yeah, not even a question. Not even a question.
Well, the Yamal weighs 0, so pound for pound, it's like infinite, isn't
Yeah,
it?
true. Yeah.
Infinite value.
Come on, the Go Ahead boys. Big weekend.
Yeah. I think the fine. I was looking at this for somebody's streaks on the members thing, and it was like, yeah, PSV at home and Feyenoord at home are like the main streak magnets.
Yeah. Herenveen are sneaky is the issue with PSV, and PSV are
Yeah.
in stinking form.
Hmm.
Absolutely stinking. So lost last week to Volendam, Quinny. That's the type of luck I get on a fourth streak. The
Yeah.
best team in the league loses to Volendam. Just can't write it sometimes. But they do have a few players back, Saibari being the main one, I would say. Saladin is back as well. He's not nailed, but expected, shall we say. And Kovar's the biggest one. The keeper's back in, they reckon. He's already trained. So he's yeah, cup football doesn't mean anything, Rube, sadly, mate. And then, yeah, Kovar being back's the biggest one, I think. But PSV don't keep clean sheets. That's just something that they just don't do this season. They score, but they like to concede as well. Ajax are even at home as well against NEC.
How much weight do you put in Veerman, former club?
Veerman played for Volendam, by the way, as well. He started at
Ooh.
Volendam and he buckled last week. So,
Mm.
I'm not as well. I'm more confident this week because it's at home. So, like, yeah, I'm obviously double Joey Veerman captained up. Why wouldn't I be? But at the same time, he did bottle it last week. So, he's got a lot to prove, to be honest. He
Yeah.
really has. To be honest, though, there wasn't actually that many big scores out with the whole league last week in Eredivisie. Genuinely, like no one really just ripped. Mika Gotts did, to be fair, of Ajax. He's been probably the most consistent sort of smasher forward, I would say, in the league so far. Really good dribbler, he's a quality player. Rega didn't play last week, or Riga, so he's back in, it seems. But yeah, other than that, pretty full strength for both. Fortuna Excelsior is tonight. My Excelsior boys away to Fortuna. Keeper issue, I guess, with Fortuna. Ellis, can we not please destroy my studio? Thank you. I mean, it's already off now. You've already destroyed it, so great job.
If we have a system outage, we know where the blame goes this time.
All on you, mister. Yeah, all on you. And then ending with, no, sorry, not ending with, AZ first. At home as well to Sparta, who do like to churn clean sheets, as we know, Joel Drommel. I think Sparta played NEC midweek after the weekend game got cancelled or postponed or whatever, suspended. I think it was 1-1. And then ending with Feyenoord. Biggest favourites at home to Telstar. Yeah, I mean, on paper, you've got to think it looks good, but Feyenoord is struggling right now. Sterling's obviously in the building. I think I saw him get his first mint yesterday on as a super rare, which yeah,
It's kind of fun.
which is pretty. Yeah, no.
I think your problem with Feyenoord there is like, other than like Haj Musa, like who really scores? Like if you're in a streak 4 or streak 5, like, who really brings a big power for you here?
I mean, Ham Bum like did 45 AA last game, so I'd fancy he's the only. Yeah, him and Moda did 25 AA, hit the post. Like, I'd fancy those two, Haj Musa, obviously Watanabe, and the Jordan Boss can absolutely rip if he's going to play. Like, he is just a ripper at defense. But yeah, other than that, like Watanabe's been off it recently. The right back is rubbish. He cost me my streak. And obviously Ueda couldn't score in the brothel right now. So yeah, it's not looking great. Like you said, out with sort of Musa. Okay, that's the Eredivisie and Belgium done. Let's get into the dregs of contender.
It's Croatia.
Hajduk split versus Rijeka. I think Rijeka played yesterday.
Oh, Big Levia's back. It's been a while.
Oh yeah, Levi, he really smashed, didn't he, for a long time.
Then vanished.
Then vanished. Yeah, did he go to like Saudi or something, or did I imagine
No, I
that?
think he's maybe injured or something. Maybe he did. But I thought he was injured.
Yeah. And then yeah, Zagreb, Osijek. Ellie, can we not please? It's already broken it. Damage control at this point. He's ripping off. Oh, you can see it there. He's ripped off the bloody thing. Not please, mister.
Turn the walls down.
He's fucking rebelling. You've got milk. What more would you want in life, you know? You've got everything you'd want in life right now. But clearly it's just not enough. Human greed is what's happening there. Being greedy, aren't you? Yeah, that's your buckle. Want me to feed you like a little goat.
A little goat.
Goat trades. Can we not, please? Thank you.
Ooh,
and then Zagreb, who got beat yesterday away to Varazdin. That is how they look to line up.
Yeah. Kind of copy and paste for them recently, isn't it?
Yeah. I think they're doing a little bit of rotation on the wings. But other than that, feels pretty standard. Reims in Ligue 2 at home to Amiens. Is it finally time for Nakamura to smash? Feels like he's been due one.
Yeah, he's kind of overdue one, isn't he? He's had a few week in the 50s and stuff. Maybe even a 40.
He had like a random last man tackle or something last week.
He did.
Like he just bailed him out massively.
I think that was 2 weeks ago. But yeah, he did get some random LMT.
So I played him in a good lineup. And I was like, oh, he's not got a DA. And then after the game,
it was Saturday morning, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, okay, we'll take it.
We'll take it and we'll move for sure.
Problem is, if I lock baby trades out, there could be, a rebellious side coming out of him.
Yeah, we definitely don't want to give him issues or anything,
No, We don't want his agent coming after us, do we?
No,
Demanding fees and
definitely not.
you know.
Mummy Trades gets that business done. She knows the law.
She does. I'd have no chance. I'd get absolutely kippered. Rodez versus Montpellier. Teji looks to have lost his place in the starting 11 to Nicolas Pays. Not fun.
No, not fun. Bad for Teji.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing season. It's almost as if like he should just move to the MLS or something at this point,
Oh, imagine.
doesn't it? That just feels primed. Just
Yeah.
go get a pay packet in like LA or something and just ball out for a year.
Yeah. YOLO.
Louise, any great info on the Arnaus, but anything else as far as Benfica goes? I know we'll go over them in a bit, but yeah, did Mourinho reveal any other little gems? But yeah, great shout on the Arnaus. Arnaus, whatever his name is. Saint Etienne, big favourites at home. Davidashvili in, Cardona, Stasin, Nade, all the boys. All the boys making all the noise. Le Mans versus Guingamp. I didn't realise, well, I thought I finished fourth in under 23 on the weekend, D1. I ended up finishing third, Quinny. But it like happened like late, like stupidly late to where it didn't even show me when I was, like when I won the reward, I don't think. Like it just, when I went back on, it was like Tolkien added like 7 points. I'm like, oh, okay, fine. I won a nice little Malik Tillman.
Oh, that's fun. Very
Yeah,
usable.
I've sold him already, but
Nice.
yeah, obviously I don't really play Bundesliga. I wouldn't have, like I don't mind getting a little classic in because he's in my PSV collection somewhere. So yeah, I would like a little classic maybe of his. But yeah, first time I've ever won him, which was nice. But yeah, useful card. Back fit now. Hugota's boys at home to Beerfield. Barry's a tick season, isn't it? I think for whoever he plays for.
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of Arisatik recently.
Yeah, he's.
I think Laird was chatting on him.
Yeah, everyone's buzzing off in. Hornby and Littberg up front for Darmstadt against the Dusseldorfers. And then the Van Izek versus Tolkien.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Yeah, goals. That's what I smell. Baby Trace, what's going on? He's not willing to speak. He told his lawyers informed him.
Yeah.
No comment.
No comment.
Pleading the fifth. Bochum versus Nuremberg. Timo Horn. I wonder in the coming weeks, Quinny, is there a world where we end up just sacking off Contender on this show? Like, I wonder what the poll actually would say. Like, if it was just a single league champion, MLS, yeah, a single league, I mean, that's K&J. Do you think that would be acceptable? Not acceptable, but I wonder how many people would be opposed. Not saying Contender's like dust, well, it is dust, but just as far as like how much it takes up of the show type of thing.
Yeah. I wonder.
You know?
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know. I like the randomness of it. I like who we
maybe
find.
not dispel it, but I do think it needs less airtime. I would argue, just with everything back now.
Yeah,
you can't tell me that this should have more airtime than the MLS. I'm sorry, but
yeah,
it just shouldn't.
MLS normally does take up a chunk when we get into it.
Right? Like we're not going to be able to get through everything today. I wouldn't say, and build teams and stuff.
Yeah.
If anyone is opposed, you don't have to watch. I'm joking.
Send your complaints to free post on the back of an envelope. And
Or can we hire somebody to do the contender reach? Just bring them on as a segment. That could be interesting.
we had somebody actually all the way up for that. So
Did we?
stay tuned. Yeah, we did.
Ooh.
I did tell you about it at the time. I'll remind you later. I won't ruin anything on.
Remind me.
I'll keep the suspense in the room for a bit. The
Yeah,
person
I
knows
like
who they
that.
are, so they'll be sitting here. I think they will be listening.
Ooh, okay.
Have a wee wry smile to themselves and a wee nod, like.
I like it. I love it. Relieve me of my duties. I need to outsource.
Yeah.
He's absolutely wrecked this place. Hanover Leopold versus Dresden. Jason Secker plays for Dresden now. He was a little smasher a couple of years ago. I think you won him, Quinny. I think you won Jason Secker's super rare.
Yeah, I did.
You did, didn't you?
He was. Yeah, I sold him quite quickly. Is he good
So
now?
he used to play. I don't know, but he's still in the league. He was at Magdeburg, I'm pretty sure, when you won him, or he was in one of the blue teams. But now he's moved to Dresden. Interestingly, yeah. Ooh, pre-recorded contender. That could be the best idea I've ever heard from Mikey Baston.
But yeah, that's like getting up
Little
earlier,
segment.
but to record it and then get it edited and whatnot.
Yeah, but you could. How big of a file can you like put into here? Because I know you do like the halfway MFL one.
Not that big.
Do you know what I'm saying?
But you could work it out in
fair.
a different way. But
Yeah, like separates. Yeah.
Yeah, we'd need to kind of do the screen share thing and then just take our cameras off probably.
Got
just
you.
play it on my desktop.
100%.
I forgot about that guy even existing.
I'm just going to do a couple of the big argy-bargies. Lads, contender boys, any classic teams that you want me to go through, just put them in the chat now. And I'll obviously do so, like, Spanish League, like League 2 or League 2, sorry. Yeah, Switzerland, anything like that, please do put them in the chat. And I'll gladly pop them on the old screenio. Millwall. Angel Di Maria, 100 last week.
Oh, Julian Fernandez is going to play. That's fun.
Oh yeah. It's a fun little team, that Rosario. They look really up for this year. I think they could go for a little
a wee run at it.
Yeah, run at the trophy, I think. The Druisi River. Beltran still in goal. Okay. Okay, let's do all the random ones. Let's do the randomers. Where's Millwall? Millwall at home to Pompey. Struggling Pompey. Casper Del... Oh, that wasn't meant to happen. There he is, 70%. Not in the best form, but should keep his place. With Barry Bannon. Wow, Barry Bannon left Wednesday.
Yeah.
He was an absolute Wednesday god, wasn't he?
Needs his wages paid.
Fair. That is fair. I see Mikey Baston say Lugano, whatever they're called. Not in Turkey, they're in Switzerland. At home to Lausanne Sports. Renato Stefan, Gurgic.
Nice wee team.
All the boys. Tigres Coventry. Mexico. What's wrong, baby trades?
He doesn't like Mexico.
Yeah, that's fair.
He's not a Liga
Lots of
Mexican.
DMPs. You like Mexican food though, so a bit of a hypocrite there. Correa's in, Linez is in.
I think the food and football thing, Harry, is just not going to go very far because the world over loves Chinese food, but
fair.
The world over, I'm not sure is into Chinese Super League.
Okay, this is a good question for the chat as well. as far as like food and like league goes, which is like the best. So like you say Italy, right? Italy's
Ooh.
football and Italy's food. How does that compare to Mexico's food, Mexico's league? But both have to weigh like both are in the equation, right? If that makes sense.
That's epic,
That
Harry.
should that's a great question, I think, right?
Yeah. Well, that is an interesting one. It can take you so many places.
Like I wouldn't say France's food really adds up to like the league type of thing. It doesn't have to add up, but what I'm saying is combined, that wouldn't be as good as Mexico for me. I think Mexican food just
Ooh.
outweighs so much. And then the league's quite fun anyway, you know?
Get you, get you.
You know what I'm saying? Like you have to have both sort of up there in a way. Like I don't know how to weigh it, but I don't know.
Right,
It sounds
so Italy has to start off as like the meta then.
Italy feels like the European meta, right? That has to be the European meta, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
Um,
Even though the league is
Sp-
kind of mince, like the food is like way in ahead.
yeah, I'm going like 70-30 there. Like the food is 70 of like the ratio for me, and probably the league where it's at it'd be a 30 right now.
Yeah.
Um, but on a scale of 100, how good's Italy? I'd say like 80 or something.
Yeah.
If we're going 0 to 100, what would Mexico be for you? Both combined.
Oh, I do love some Mexican food, man. And I
Mm.
do love some tequila.
Okay, yeah. If we had drinks in this one, then that just takes things to a whole new level.
So,
Lads are
Jesus.
saying Spain is better overall. Now, I
Spa-
get the league part, paellas, and you know,
I do love Spanish food, to be honest with you, but I don't think Spanish food is like so like distinct. 'Cause
yeah,
it's just like meats and sausages and wee sauces and wee dishes and paellas, or they make
right,
pizza, you know, or you know, they
yeah, yeah,
just do the other kind of stuff a wee bit, you know. So I like Spanish food. I like I do enjoy a tapas restaurant. I do like eating food when I'm in Spain, but I think that's where I don't know if I give them too much props for food. If you get
yeah.
me,
But the league is gonna carry them is the issue, right? Or not the
yeah.
issue, but the good thing about Spain. Um, yeah, like, mm,
Belgium does have chocolate and waffles.
yeah, like if you've got a sweet tooth, like I do, that's an issue because the league's pretty fun as well.
Hmm.
So that's something to definitely think about. Sorry, I'm just going back up to see if I can find any more leagues. Teams, sorry. Did Coventry, Tigres. Oh, Sheffield Wednesday could get relegated this week, by the way, Rico Man says, which is insane.
Wow,
Um,
that must be a
yeah,
record
that's
for the championship.
crazy. Snails does reflect speed of Sorare UI. That is an incredible comment.
Yeah,
Nothing would beat Italy. Yeah, I am inclined to agree, I think. Although the league is on a decline, I think the food just carries it, no?
yeah, like all the dishes, you
It's
know,
just
like
too many. They just got
yeah.
too many things going for them, I think.
America's kind of a weird one. I was thinking about that about 2 minutes ago because like
Yeah. Like where would
not the
barbecue food fit
stereotypical
in?
like not the
Yeah,
stereotypical bad American food, but like yeah, like some of those cooking shows you watch where it's like people have got like a truck sized barbecue and they're like
yeah, like Texas barbecue,
uh
Memphis barbecue. Like there's a lot going there if you are into barbecue. And obviously
like
the
good
league's
chicken
on its
stuff
way
and all
up.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, like would you argue the America would weigh heavier than the UK as a food slash league?
Nah, 'cause I just think stuff like pies and fish and chips and whatever is like still
Yeah,
pretty
still
good.
has its place, fine.
Hmm.
But I
And like
don't know,
obviously in
see,
Scotland
because
we've got some
like
extra bits. We've got like haggis and shit as well, which is quite
yeah,
good.
Spain does meat really well. Looking for food, that's fair. That is
Yeah,
fair.
yeah,
Now,
it's like sausages and all that, you know,
what
chorizos
about
and
Brazil? Because a Brazilian steakhouse is a very, very popular thing, I would say in general.
so
Meats, all you can eat, and
see where I used to have the studio where you
yeah,
came
yeah.
there was a wee Brazilian cafe down the bottom of the road. I didn't go to it
Ooh,
that often, but the food in there,
it's class.
it was a wee cafe. It was pretty sweet. Yeah, Brazil is probably underrated at this point, maybe.
And the league's kind of underrated, I would say, in a way.
Yeah, the league really showed up well in that club championship, didn't it?
Right. Like, You've got to say they're better than the Mexican league. Yeah,
Well, it is the richest league in the
pound for pound.
Americas. Brazil, isn't
Yeah.
it? It's the
Uh-huh.
richest league over there.
I think Brazil's sneaky.
I kind of, when I was thinking about this at first, I thought Germany would maybe jump to my mind a bit more because I like when I've been in Germany. Like, I think street food is really good. Like, I don't know, maybe some of it's a wee bit British or a wee bit kind of immigrant based or whatever, but like kebabs and stuff like that. But also they've obviously got
Right.
like
Yeah, yeah.
sausages and the pretzels and all the other stuff. Like Germany's just good for like you can just eat as you're moving, you know. Like
Yeah, yeah. What about like Greece?
oh
Obviously, I mean they are the kebab. I don't know. I'm sure they invented the kebab right over Germany, surely. Or have I just
yeah,
like
so I mean it's like Turkish, I mean, it's like Turkish and like
yeah,
Greece.
Turkish,
It's like
Greek, and
gyros, isn't it?
yeah, 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 yeah,
Kind of the
yeah.
same thing, but it's a
Yeah,
gyro.
Turkey. I tell you what,
Yeah, yeah.
Turkish food's really good. I'm not saying it's like obviously in the realm of like Italian or anything, but as
Hmm.
a league as well, it's a very strong league.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
I'd love
Turkey's a
this to be
quite
like we need ChatGPT to like do this for us and rank it and ask it what it thinks.
yeah.
Like weigh leagues and weigh the food side of a country and give us the graph of where everything lies. Portugal, cease and desist. Well, my lawyer's ready, so if we want to go down that route, we can take it to what's it called? Not deposition. I can't even think of the word now. When you come with all your evidence, I can't think.
Discovery.
Discovery, yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's go to Discovery with the Andrews.
Aye. Korean, by the way.
I mean, J League and yeah, I mean, there's definitely. I was waiting for Sorare. It wasn't something that I was completely ruling out.
Rico Man's right, by the way. We should definitely like
We have time to talk about food over content. Don't even. Let's not
yeah.
put them in the same breath. No Andrews this week. We'll send Andrews an invoice because we're doing.
So they're
heavy
only
this
control
evening.
the internet. They've sent us down this path. They have
Yeah,
appeased the community.
it's a 2-in-1 this week. The show.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
think it will be high up in the power rankings, right? But I do think like the parity between Scottish food and football is quite nice. Like I do quite like where the league is this year, and like I like Scotland. Like, I think there's quality places here to for food and whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
And all the stuff we do is pretty sweet when you go good places.
Uh,
So, but I don't think it's going to
it
beat
would.
like anything significant like Mexico or Germany or Italy or whatever. But we
I
quiet
think
mention,
Korea. I think Korea has a massive chance to get high up in the table. By the way, like
yeah.
huge, as does the J League. Japanese food is
I'm not really
hibachi.
a
Like,
sushi guy. Yeah,
oh yeah, I'm not a sushi guy, but hibachi, mate. Honestly, like noodles, rice, obviously your meats and your veggies. It doesn't really get much better, to be honest.
who takes the credit for ramen?
Ooh, I don't know. I don't want to like misspeak, but I'd assume Japan, right?
I don't know. Chat can help us. Who takes
Yeah, chat.
credit
I'll
for
have a
ramen?
yeah. The SPL is like a deep fried Mars bar.
No,
That's a
no, no,
crap.
no. It's more like a proper good like salmon or something like that. You know, good bit of salmon.
Yeah. Portuguese food. I mean, I love a Nando's. So you're not going to tell me that Portuguese
No, no,
food isn't great. And
I'm
that's
not an
just the
Nando's
tip of
man.
the iceberg. You're not a
Yeah,
Nando's man.
way too spicy,
Oh,
man. Way
oh,
too
come on.
spicy.
You can get lemon and herb or plain or whatever. You don't have to have the spice.
I've been twice, and both times I
Yeah.
got the least spicy. Now it was years ago, so I can't comment
Okay.
on current menu. But said both times I went the least spicy option, and it was still ripping my tongue out my face.
No way. You can't do spice.
Couldn't do whatever the hell they were serving me.
Right. I'll be honest. As far as food goes, I don't think it gets much better. Obviously, the league needs a bit of a revamp. Sorry, but Indian food. Can we
Yeah,
open that
so
up?
that's like, but the football. I think the league is maybe just about disbanded. I think, or no, no, no. I
Yeah.
think what I heard is like maybe Man City have pulled out their funding of their team,
Okay.
and maybe some
Yeah,
other
yeah.
like so there was a few clubs like Atletico Madrid had a team there funnily enough. And there was a few wee kind of weird connections with their league. And I think there's just like a mad vacuum now. It must just be a difficult country to like navigate, like terrain and all that, and cities and stadia and whatever, because it's a big place, and for some reason,
elephants on the road, and that's what Jason Cummins speaks about. So,
Nando's is South African. I thought it was
yeah,
Portuguese.
I was kind of conflicted with that when I said it because I remember searching it up once, but it is right. It is South African actually. Coming to think of it, but I'm sure they advertise it as Portuguese in places.
I thought it was Portuguese.
Yeah, I could be wrong on that, but yeah, that was it, Rico. That's why I'm confused. Yeah, one of the owners is Portuguese. Because if you go in the restaurants, the word Portuguese is in there. Facts. I've seen
Sure.
it. Doesn't say South African, I'm pretty sure. So, but I have definitely searched it up before, and there is a South African like big element to it.
And I guess South Africa will get all the credit for all the mad weird stuff that you get at Christmas markets, like venison burgers and weird wild boar sausages, all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Like some of that stuff is pretty cool, but
No, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Gareth Hughes. Nando's is a South African fast casual chain specializing in Portuguese style. That's why I was confused.
there we go.
Yeah. Okay, Ricoman says in Portugal we do loads of peri peri. Okay, Portugal's definitely growing in my estimations, I will say. I'm a big peri peri fan. But I just think a lot of like the Indian
I know
foods, obviously the Japanese,
I'm with you, Luke
Korean.
Jones. I'll get behind UK food. Period. Like I don't
I mean,
I don't struggle to eat food anywhere in this country. I love it
no,
everywhere.
yeah, I love me a fish and chips and a steak pie and whatever. Like I'll chow down on one of them all day, but it just doesn't really compare, does it?
Yeah. Well, depends
Pound for
what
pound.
depends what and where, because like I remember like I was in my early 20s. I had a sales job, and we were in somewhere in Cornwall. I forget specifically where, and ended up in these folks' houses, and they'd made Cornish pasties for dinner, like themselves.
Okay.
And it was
Yeah,
also
yeah.
it was just like a Tuesday, just something they did, And no word do I lie, this Cornish pasty was one of the best things I've ever eaten in my life. Like it was
Wow.
phenomenal. It was the first Cornish pasty I ate, and I have since tried to get a few more, not religiously or that, whatever. And they've been fine, they've been good. But that Cornish pasty made in that person's house in Cornwall somewhere, wherever I was like next level, was like top shelf.
Interesting.
And it
I
was like,
love a pasty.
yeah,
I've got to be honest. Pasties are
yeah,
underrated. Like you can't get a pasty out here. Tell you that for free.
yeah.
Pasties don't really exist on the other side of the world anywhere. Really, like
Which is kind of weird because it's
yeah.
like the ultimate handheld food.
I know, and it's like convenient and like there's nothing like a Greg's out here. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
Nowhere to be seen. I think
Well,
there's a gap in the market.
we need a Harry's.
Yeah. Or
Harry the
Ennis's.
Baker. Harry the Baker.
Harry Bakes.
Harry Bakes. Well, that's what Greg's the baker. That's what it is.
True. Greg is a baker.
So they've got a steak bake. You need to bring some sort of like Mexican bake or something, like a burrito, a handheld burrito that's better
Like
than a burrito.
yeah. No, that's interesting.
Or like a pasta, got the pastification is
Greg Steak Baker elite, by the way.
yeah,
Love
definitely.
Greg's. Love Greg's. Yeah, I'm not really a pie and yeah, I don't mind. Like I like pie and mash. It's not something that's ever on my plate together. Which I know it goes with each other, but like
Yeah,
I
fair.
like
I'll
both
give
of
it some
them. It
work.
just never really happens for me.
Yeah.
Sunday roast is fine. Like I do like a Sunday roast, but I'm not like clucking for a Sunday roast ever, if I'm being honest.
Oh, once in a while I do. My mum loves them, so she ends up dragging me somewhere for one, like like a carvery somewhere or whatever.
Yeah,
But
Toby Carvery or something. Yeah, no, I
like,
do like them. I never crave them, but that could just be a me thing,
it's
obviously.
something I think you need to be presented with. Like
Yeah.
we're going to get one today. Aye, cool. Oh, I'm looking forward to it. Oh, I'll get a bunch of ham this time, or whatever.
I will say the American roast doesn't even. It's not even in the same breath as an English, like a British roast.
Oh,
Not
really?
even. Oh my God! Not even. No, nowhere near. And I mean that. Not even in the same breath.
Interesting. Even all the Thanksgiving stuff and all that.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
not for me.
Yeah. I think
But
from whenever I've been in America before, it's like the weird kind of bare necessities that seem to be like missing or like substandard. You know,
well, they don't
like
have Yorkshire puddings. They don't really do roasties.
yeah,
They're not big on gravy, like our gravy at all.
yeah, gravy
Pigs in blankets are not really a thing. You've got to like, make
and like
them a
bacon,
thing.
isn't it? Like it's like streaky bacon everywhere, isn't it?
Yeah, they like streaky bacon, but they
Like
wouldn't
back
have that on
bacon.
the. Yeah, it's a different bacon for sure. But
You're not
like,
getting back bacon anywhere, are you?
no. Mash is kind of not really a thing on there, if I'm being honest. Like it can be, but it's not normally.
Mm.
Um, yeah, it's weird. It's just not like they have like sort of like green beans and yeah, it's just not the same, man.
Yeah,
Casseroles, they love a casserole.
yeah.
Oh my God. Like a
That's like every TikTok video's a casserole something, isn't it?
love a bloody casserole they do. So American corned beef is a crime against nature.
That's funny.
Magnum Colt, Antonio Silva all day, I think. Um,
Vega.
Malaysian cuisine. What does like? I think it's Thai, isn't it? Thailand, Thai food.
Thai's nice. Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
yeah, Thai's nice. It's kind of like green curry is like Thai, that kind of
yeah,
thing.
yeah. What's the restaurant in the UK where they do the?
Siam, Siam.
No, it's a chain. And they do the katsu curries. Someone will know in the chat. It's
Yeah, is
like
katsu
quite a
curry not
fancy.
Korean?
I don't know. That's what I was going to ask. I didn't know whether it was Thai or Korean.
I think katsu curry's Korean.
Okay.
So I think it's like kind of like a little splinter group of their
Wagamamas.
Korean barbecue spagamamas. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
I was in Indonesia for a month, and Indonesian food is like just imagine any regular Chinese dish you want,
yeah,
then
yeah.
just put a fried egg on top.
Nice. I can do that. I love a fried egg.
I was
I'm all in.
like every Indonesian food, it was just like regular Chinese stuff, like chow
Katsu
mein.
is Japanese, Quinny.
Wow, really?
We
Okay.
are learning a lot today.
What about
Um,
teriyaki then? Teriyaki's also Japanese.
ooh, yeah, I'd
Japanese are
say so.
definitely like
I'm
underrated, eh?
telling you, mate, Japan is gotta be the food side of the Japan sort of equation is just absolutely just stampeding past a lot of people, to be honest, a lot of nations. It has to be.
They love a flavour, don't they, Japan? They love a bit of flavour.
Got so many flavors.
Yeah, they love a bit of flavour.
Malaysian food is like a cocktail of Thai, Indonesian, and Indian food. Okay.
Yeah, I think once you're on that kind of mainland, it all just kind of bumps into each other. And that's kind
Yeah,
of like,
yeah.
it's like, oh, we put an egg on ours, you know?
No more. No
Pure
more.
Indonesian. We invented it. It's not any different to what you got elsewhere because
Just
ours
add
has an
an egg
egg on
on it. Yeah. Ooh, Ethiopian food. I've not tried it. No, I haven't. Right, I haven't mentioned it, and I know their league is obviously not great, but Jamaican food has to be in the conversation.
it. Does the food bring that league up into this conversation? But because it is
I
like a
think
part-time league.
it is, but I think it has a place. Like for me, I'm not downplaying the food. I think it has like a massive say in, bumping up the league.
Yeah.
Jamaican food's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Really. Like I know the league's obviously, dregs, but like I think I think there's room for it on the list. I really do.
Guilherme is nailed. I'm seeing in the chat. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Have we did
Nice
Turkey
shout.
yet?
No. I'm just
Very
doing
good.
Portugal and then Turkey and Scotland. But I might need to make a little run for it with baby trades needing a little
Yeah,
spruce
yeah.
up, little fine tuning.
Yeah. Somebody mentioned Argentinian steaks before. That's maybe a shout. I've
Okay.
never been to Argentina or had an Argentinian steakhouse to frequent, but it's definitely popular.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. There's definitely some like someone said Italian food is boring. I think that's kind of. I think you're underestimating good Italian food. Like,
It's been Americanized is kind of the issue, I would say. Well, for me anyway. Like, you don't get that many authentic Italian restaurants really out here. Like there is obviously in other states and stuff, but like everything's been so Americanized, like it's just not as Italian anymore, basically.
Yeah.
You know.
Quinny
Ooh,
would be in trouble.
chimichurri.
Too spicy. Fair enough. Yeah.
Can we not, please?
I don't know the one I was going to bring up there. I forgot what it was now. Oh no, but it was on the Italian food thing. Like, I think, and anyone can try this, right? And if you've not done it, even if you're not a big fan of the food, I would think you would enjoy it if you made it yourself, right? But see if you can make carbonara by yourself, like with eggs and not using cream. It's like a 5-minute recipe or something. You need to be like really quick on the pans, and you need to really follow the instructions, like kind of perfectly, or you'll kind of mess it up a wee bit. But I think if you were anyone who thinks Italian food is like boring or meh, if you can make something that is like from scratch as possible, carbonara is probably the easiest one to do it with. Then I think you'll totally change your mind. Personally, I'll pick up from where Harry's got us if he's away covering the bases. We got to Turkey there, didn't we? I've been scrambling around trying to fill teams in because after Thursday, my faith has been in the gutter for my teams and my lineups. We've got some streaks to hit, and yeah, no stacking for me this week, safe to say. Fatih Karagümrük take on Samsunspor. I think Fatih are quite close to the bottom of the table, and Samsunspor, I think, are in the knockout rounds of the Conference League. Fener at home at Kasımpaşa. Oh, if it's going to load. If it's going to load, and it has. Dorgales comes in for this one, they suspect. Skriniar get injured, which was fantastic. Nice wee cherry on top of the cake for Thursday night. Kerem Demirbe and Cenk Tosun in the opposition in this game. That's kind of fun. Behind that, we have Konyaspor take on Galatasaray. Oh, actually, I was about to check on Sane. Come off the bench against Juve. And they've also got a second leg to negotiate. Do they think he'll start? They do, but it's probably, yeah, maybe they do. But yeah, 90 minutes won't be a given, which isn't really an issue, I guess. But he's kind of dodgy. I don't think I can play Sane in a strong team. No Davison Sanchez. He was iffy for midweek, but he did play. So I suppose he'll rest up at the weekend to be ready for leg 2. Icardi on to play. Oh, that's really useful for me. Really useful for me. Let's see. Besiktas. Big Icardi. Yeah, it's very useful for me. It's actually really helping the team out that I'm just building right now. He's on a low percentage on Sorare. We've got Cherny, Under, and O as a front three here, and Didi and Kokchu in the engine room. And Mario, I actually sold this guy to Tren. Tren's in the chat, by the way. Thanks, fist bump. Helped me get my Raul Gustavo over the line at the very end there. So thanks very much for that. Krastev in the opposition. Watch out for him. Gostepe. This is like 4th versus 5th or something. So not an easy game for Besiktas. Just hit refresh just to make sure I've not missed anything. Sorry. But yeah. Most Italian dishes in USA do not exist in Italy, just like most Chinese food. Yeah, you get that kind of. It's the same with Indian food. Like if you come to Scotland, like you'll get Indian food, like, you will not get anywhere else in the world. Like we have got incredible Indian food here. But yeah, it's same kind of script in that regard, where it's not really Indian. It's kind of Indians that have lived in Scotland for ages. Food. But yeah, we had an update 3 minutes ago. Galatasaray, yeah. So did we have the latest news there, or are we behind the times? Let me just double check that real quickly for us all. I think the thing from when I've heard like people in America talk about like the food difference and all that is I think like the wheat in the pasta is actually like a totally different animal altogether. So I'm not too sure. It's not just about like the dishes, but it's also like the raw materials. Yes, this was the team essentially. I don't think there's any changes to what we seen a minute ago, so that's cool. With Alanya Sport against Başakşehir. Loading very slowly today. Yeah, America bread and pasta. Yes, I think a lot of American, like their appropriation of food is like also then for lack of a better expression, maybe poisoned towards like what it's not even just that it's been like evolved in a different place over time, but it's also got like crap essentially as the ingredients. This is a fun game, by the way. Haji and Co against Harit and Co. For Alanyaspor and Basaksehir. Next up, we have a Kaiserspor against Antalyaspor. Slow dried pasta is the best, absorbs the sauce. Yeah, I can dig that. It's all to do with farmers and stuff. Yes, yeah, way above me. American grains horrible, Laird confirms. But yeah, I've heard that on the internet. I've not inspected any farms myself or know anything about these things, but I've heard other people saying it, and you guys are all saying it, so it's probably true. That's kind of where I'm at with it. But yeah, if you can make carbonara yourself, like without cream, without sauce, like with eggs only, I think you'll be. I think anyone's mind would be blown. At number one, how quality a dish you can make by yourself. For your other half, for yourself even. Doesn't take long either. But you need to be really on it. You need to have like two hobs, a couple of pans, and you need to be know how to do it and when to do it. Trabzonspor away here. And then we get to Rizaspor against Kocaeli Spor. Never know how to say their name. And I was going to make like an edibles joke earlier on with Holland, because like the Dutch league is obviously kind of half decent, isn't it? And what was Holland kind of known for? And it's kind of like, is it not like maybe like edibles and mushrooms and stuff? I don't know. So is that what we think about with Holland, or is it like sweeties? I've been to Amsterdam myself twice, and like my main memory of food is like, I don't know what it's really called, but I think everyone just calls it like Munchie Lane, and it's like this lane, cobbled brickwork and all that, and it's just. I think there's 4 McDonald's on it, you know, but it's like pizza places, KFC, McDonald's, everything, and it's just relentless, like the whole way through. It's just food. I don't remember actual Dutch cuisine ever being on the menu. Not that I was actively looking for it, to be honest with you, but that's my memories of Amsterdam food. Is just like it's just there's like 1,000 McDonald's and KFCs and pizza places and everything else you could possibly want. You do not need to go far for munchies ever. Think Holland is the worst country for food. Yeah, so like, well, memories is maybe a strong word. A recollection of like the neon lights and the signs, being in this street and thinking, oh, it's just food everywhere. I had a. So this is actually kind of funny, right? See, the very first time I went to Amsterdam, it was for my mate's 19th birthday. So just to put in context, so what's that? Wow, it's like I'll be 38 this year. Wow, so that's 19 years ago. Wow, that's half a lifetime ago for me. That is wild. But anyway, it was our first night there, and it's like the first thing you do is you go to the Grasshopper. You all sit there, do the thing, and then we went to somewhere else. And the somewhere else that we went to, it was all like glass fronted, and you had like these kind of like American almost style diner booths. You know, like rows of chairs, table in the middle kind of thing. And we got edibles in there, and it was the first time I'd ever touched edibles. And anyway, I won't go into the ins and outs of it all, but anyway, the mistake everyone makes with edibles is that they think it's like a pill, where it's like you eat it and it'll hit you or it won't hit you, and then you end up eating too much, and then by the time it does kick in, you then have like this wave of that flows behind you. So I made that mistake, right? To keep it brief. And we're at this table. Everyone's just, you know, whatever, talking. It's the first we're landed in hours before, checked into hotel, went back out and whatever. I'm going to put MLS up and we'll wait for Harry to return. Or maybe we should charge on with, or what else have we done? We've not done Scotland yet. Well, maybe go into Scotland actually. And I just remember needing like fresh air. So I just went outside and just really enjoyed myself some fresh air for about 5 minutes. Like, really enjoyed it. And then I just got in a taxi and went home and played Football Manager. Fell asleep in my bed and woke up at like 4 a.m. or whatever with my mates waking me up going, where the hell did you go? I was like in the bed wrapped around the laptop. Totally gone to it. So licorice, somebody saying the glass house. Yeah, it could have been. I just remember it was all like it was like ground to floor glass. You could just see out into the street and everything, and all the booths were on there. We've got Dundee United Kilmarnock on screen there. We have a random chat for the deadline show today, guys, but I really appreciate all the support that we've had. So thanks to everyone that's tuned in today. Dundee United Killie, as I say, is on screen here for you. And yeah, SPFL is going to be kind of tough. I'm after streak 2 or 3 or something this week. I need some of these cards to be playing, and I need some big scores to come my way. But so many of these teams are in states of flux and whatnot. Yeah, goalkeeper change at Aberdeen. Watch out for that.
Okay, I'm back.
Harry the boy.
What have I missed? What are we on? Scotland?
Yeah, and you missed a few wee anecdotes about nothing. But Livingston Rangers, this was quite high, Harry, wasn't it, on the pecking order?
Yeah, 74% win percentage. It was up there, top 15.
On the plastic pitch as well and all that.
Mm-hmm.
St Mirren host Motherwell. You loading up Motherwell as a stack?
Yeah, I've got Motherwell stack in Rare and Super loaded up. Yeah, fancy them. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I do fancy them, but I don't think it'll be like a smash. St Mirren are just weird. They're tough
Heartsick
to.
on Falkirk.
Yeah, that's a nice one. I do like that. Falkirk have got a couple outs. No Liam Henderson at the back. Obviously,
Yeah.
Connor Allen maybe comes back in, but yeah, a little bit weaker than normal, but not too much.
New signing Mato comes in.
Ooh. Yeah.
Interesting. And then we get Celtic Hibs. Which, yeah, I really think the goalkeeper's 50-50. I think Sinisalo will play against Stuttgart. For how bad
Yeah.
Schmeichel was last night, it cannot be ruled out he doesn't play this game. I do not think Martin O'Neill will do that, though, but it can't be ruled out. And yeah, I would kind of go along with the rest of this team. It's hard to see different. Maybe there could be a bit of rotation, like Adamu could play because he didn't feature at all last night. Maybe Hitate could play somehow, maybe for Negren or something if he's a bit tired or something. I don't know, but yes, I think that's pretty much the 11. Tough game though. I don't even know what I think about it.
Yeah, not easy, is it?
See, Michael says I think Sriracha starts. I would have thought that also, but I think with the Stuttgart game dead, I think Tierney will play and Sriracha will get 90 minutes at Stuttgart, or close to anyway. So I think Tierney will start this game, but probably come off for Sriracha like 60, 70, 80, whatever. And then I don't think he'll play Stuttgart midweek.
Yeah.
We've not checked La Liga or anything like that. I'll give you back the screen, Harry boy, because I'm not sure if there's any other kind of rounding off bits we want to do. But that's Scotland, and I finished Turkey.
Yeah, I think that's everything, to be fair, mate. There's nothing challenger based left.
Will we do MLS and J League, and then
Yeah.
we'll look into champ thereafter?
Yeah, we'll run through these. We're definitely not finishing in time, by the way. I can guarantee you that.
Think so.
No chance. I'm an Austin FC fan this weekend. Oh, to be fair, there is extended deadlines for most of the champ anyway. So,
Awesome and out confirmed.
how is Osherman out now? What the fuck's going on?
Yeah, Icardi's in.
Jesus Christ, man. Yeah, this is why we're not finishing, because I've got lineups to do.
Yeah, same.
Jesus.
I'm trying to do them in the background here, so I should be able to take over for you in due time.
LA versus Inter Miami. Who is risking the
Oh.
Leo Messi?
They know how to get eyes on the television, don't they, MLS?
Yeah, they're not stupid with the fixtures, are they? Yeah, Liam says you best not leave an MLS with deadline tomorrow. That's a fair point. I don't know why we're doing it, really. And even so, we can do it after 10. Like,
Yeah, okay.
do you know what I mean?
Yeah, slide MLS, come back to it.
Yeah, like that's not a priority. I think. Is there any of the top 5 leagues that like finish, at 10 type of thing? Like they don't have an extended? I don't know.
Let me check.
I can't imagine.
It's just Serie A, because it's in Challenger, really, isn't it?
Of course, yeah.
I suppose, but I'll just check.
Let's go over to J League though. I guess the K League start. Oh no, the K League doesn't start yet, does it? No.
yeah, it's just kind of this stuff. Let's get a deadline. All the kind of challenger, all-star stuff.
Okay.
Regions. So we'll actually get a bit of time on our side. In a way.
Nice.
Even
Messi
J
seems
League's deadline is
promised.
in 3 hours from now.
Is it really? Yeah, we'll do J League and then we'll just go into Champ and see where that takes us. Yeah, I've loaded up my Messi. First time ever in 5 years owning a Messi on Sorare.
Buzzing for it.
Since he don't play Atlanta tonight, Liam. Since he played on Thursday.
Depends what time zone he's in.
They
Maybe he's
don't
in the
play
past.
tonight. I can tell you that for free. He could be in Australia. He could be on fucking planet, I don't know, Jupiter. They don't play. Definitely not. But good fixture though for Cincinnati. The Urawa boys away to Yokohama. Have you got stuck into any J League action?
Nah. Firmly off it.
Yeah, same. Oh, Osherman definitely F things for me and my best child team. It's great.
Aye, he's the sort of guy that will do that to you, won't he? Big player like him. I'd Samu do something similar.
Yeah. I wonder if he's injured, Osherman. I'd hope not. No way, Don Q. Did he actually lose that assist? That is hilarious if that's happened.
Oh, wild.
That is insane. Gone from one to none. Probably should have had two.
Yeah, that is wild.
Opta had a heavy night then, I guess.
Mm.
On the bevies. That is hilarious, by the way. Jeff United. Hollyhock versus Jeff.
Anyone we know?
I recognise this fella's face, but no, not anyone else for me. Kobayashi. Oh, fair enough. Sitting out due to some discomfort. Okay. Right, that's the J League done. The old J League. So what we got? Prem late, League and everything's late apart from Eredivisie, Chal Contender, even Champions late, and then U23 is an All-Star. Okay. Okay, Koke.
Excellent.
Still
Is that where we're at right now?
I think so, yeah.
Awesome. 2 seconds. I'll just take over then and we'll hit some champion stuff, but we'll hear a wee word from our show and channel sponsor. MFL Meta Football League is a football management game that takes this genre to the next level. This is an open network online experience where every club, every opponent you play against is managed and operated by another player, by another person. It's your tactics, it's your wit, it's your squad against your opponents. MFL seasons normally run for around 6 weeks, so this isn't a game that comes out every new football season that you need to go and buy a new copy of. So there's never a bad time to open your account and get your club up and running. The only thing you need to buy or to pay for to get up and running to play MFL is your club. You can buy a club pack from MFL directly and it will randomly generate where your club is located, what city and in what country. One of the ways MFL takes this game to the next level is every player you own, you are actually their agent. So any players that you own that you're not going to use in your own squad, you can list on the market for loan, where they can go into another squad, and in return you'll get a percentage, you'll get a cut of any of the prize money that those players help those clubs to win. Sign up by using the link that's in the description of this video or in the pinned comment. You'll directly support me and all the content here at the channel, but by doing so you guarantee yourself the best sign up bonuses available. Thanks again to MFL for supporting the show. And I think we normally start with the Italians, don't we? And we work our way up there, and it brings us on quite nicely back to the food chat, I guess, a little bit. Italy still reigning supreme. I don't think they can be topped, Harry.
I don't think so, mate. No, it feels like they're in probably a league of their own. It's one of them when like they're so big, like you just start hating on them. I think that's what the chat seems to be. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, you become a juggernaut, and then it like, you know, it's just the in thing then to hate. So yeah, it's a tricky one.
Inter Milan away to Lecce could be something. Inter obviously went away to Bodo and get pumped, so they've got to pump somebody else and then get ready to batter Bodo next week. So watch out, Lecce. Wounded Animal Inter could be on their way. Genoa take on Torino. Let's get sharply. I don't think there's too, because again, where we're seeing the league was earlier on in the food conversation, it's not really too much that interesting going on in it. Second week in a row that we say that there'll be no Lennon Miller, but Harry, we've had Lennon Miller last week. He's been in the team.
Yeah, we've had a few bits of Lennon Mill, haven't we? I will say your mic's a little bit weird.
Mine? Okay.
Okay, now it's fine. As soon as you said mine, it was all like underwater.
Oh, okay.
But you're good, you're good.
Quinny in the fish tank. Yeah, somebody else said that. Must have been the system. Thanks, guys, for the catch. All the same. Cheers, Harry boy.
All good.
Miller is playing, says Matteo.
Ooh, we've had the Matteo confirmation.
Yeah, Miller's in the team.
Like it. I like it.
Atalanta Napoli on screen. No McSauce.
Yeah.
Interesting. Fiorentina at home to Pisa. Now, Fiorentina are down the bottom end of the table. Pisa are bottom. If Fiorentina are going to get themselves out of the trouble, they want to rip roar this game. Harrison, Keane, and Solomon. There's a wee bit of fun action in here, I think.
I will say, like, you know, the Sorare like percentages, it's still showing me Oshiman at 80%, but I know it's been changed on inside.
That's why you need to watch the deadline show, Harry boy, because I was still seeing Icardi at 20% as well. I had to refresh and double check myself. But yeah, Sorare behind the curve.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there.
And Kunku going to start. Love this. Parma away to AC Milan. Juve at home to Como. Juve got absolutely ripped, man, by Gala, didn't they?
Yeah, 5-2, wasn't it?
Mate, could not believe they were playing McKennie up front as well. Like, Weston McKennie has played every position, I think.
Fair play to him. Like, he's managed to like find a way to, you know, be a proper part of that team. I'm not saying it's a great team, but still impressive.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, fair play to him and all that. But he did get an assist, I think, didn't he, for one of the goals?
Yeah.
He did like lay it off for somebody, but
he's like the American Fabregas, like the false nine position. Remember when that came about like 10 years ago with Spain? I don't know. It just feels like he's that. Yeah, he's that for Juve. Weirdly.
So yeah, Juve on the ropes. Como needing the points. Let's see how it goes. And then Sassuolo host Hellas Verona, Berardi season. Question mark? Exclamation mark? After the Italians, we'll go to France, who their league definitely helps them out a wee bit more than their food, I think. Their food is good, don't get me wrong, but
Yeah,
it's maybe not quite that S tier Italian.
100%.
Auxerre take on Rennes. Szymanski looks to be starting this one. Bryce Samba, Donovan Leon. We battle the keepers. Toulouse take on Paris. Chiro Immobile. A few other names. There we go. Strasbourg take on Lyon. Mikey Basson with a quality little Easter egg find here. Love that. After Strasbourg, Lyon, we've got Nantes, Le Havre. I thought Nantes might have a good looking fixture on the matchups tab. I don't think we've seen them anywhere, but Le Havre are towards the bottom, and Nantes can sometimes be all right, can't they? A few decent players. Brestois take on Marseille. And who is the Marseille manager again?
Couldn't even tell you right now. Genuinely.
I can't even think who it is right now. Oh, Habib Bye. That's who. Interesting. See how they shape up then. Angers take on Lille. Gaëtan Perrin.
Gaëtan Perrin. I think he got dragged yesterday in the Europa League or whatever.
PSG host Metz. Kang in Lee time. Buzzing. Let's go Kang season. Desiree Doué, Ibrahim Mbaye, Goncalo Ramos in the front three. Dro Fernandez to play this one too.
Oh, wow.
I can see it. Kang season.
Dro and Kang. I like that.
Lens take on Monaco. Monaco kind of suck right now. And Lens have signed Alan Saint-Maximin. And they are going for it.
Whew. Yeah, they've got a chance, haven't they? I think, or is PSG just far too ahead?
I don't know. Let me go and check. Let's go and check. We're kind of half, not rooting for Lens, but we like seeing them disrupting. Yeah, still top. 1 point on.
Wow. Yeah, that's impressive.
Yeah, so they need to beat Monaco. This is a big game. Keep that pace.
Yeah.
Enrico Man knows the rules, but I'm going to kind of ignore the rules. I'm going to play Kang. As if he will play, you know. And in the last game in France, we've got Nice-Lorient. Dupé.
Yeah, big dupes. He's been playing for a couple of weeks now.
We'll go to the Bundesliga. We're going to hit a wee refresh. It says updated 24 minutes ago, but we'll just try and catch a wee cheeky refresh just now. And in the Bundesliga, we have Freiburg taking on Borussia Mönchengladbach. I think, did Freiburg have midweek? I forget. I know they've been in amongst European this week, this season.
No, I don't think they did.
Finished
Just
top
because
eight.
Yuito Suzuki.
St. Pauli host Werder Bremen. Hope for a 0-0 there. Mainz take on Hamburg. Could be a meaty season.
Yeah, definitely.
Heidenheim host Stuttgart. Yeah, didn't play Mittelstadt against us or Assignon. Much more like wingery wingback types, you know.
Yeah.
So Heidenheim will still have fresh legs coming at them. Stiller did leave the pitch injured, actually. I forgot about that. It was only cramp. Yeah, it was kind of just like pulled muscle, kind of crampy. Cologne Hoffenheim. And if anyone's going for any big Bundesliga streaks, there's a few tough games. I think you kind of need like some individuals. There's not that many great fixtures, I don't think. Like some of the weaker teams being at home, some of the other teams have played midweeks. Bayern Munich are pretty safe in most games, of course, at home to Frankfurt. I don't think they're going to be really too worried. Is there a Frankfurt card you would use here, Harry? Because Frankfurt will punch back.
Yeah. Bahoya's good for a couple of DAs, I'd say, on a good day. maybe Nathaniel Brown, little last man tackle or something of the like. But yeah, it seemed a bit flaky, that Frankfurt team,
Hmm.
compared to what.
Mus-
Yeah,
Musiala, Kimmich, Olise, Diaz, and Kane.
it's looking
Kim
good.
Kim Min Jason, Stanisic and Davies at fullback. Wolfsburg take on Augsburg. Leipzig, Dortmund, Harry. This is a big one. Dortmund obviously played midweek. I'm pretty sure they got their asses handed to them as well by Atalanta, I want to say. And then Leipzig had no midweek football, of course. But Van der Wurtzen, Galassi got injured last week.
Great timing for you.
Kinda. Dortmund's not a great match, but if he does
No,
well,
but
it could be.
yeah, I can see it working.
Lukeva's back. Romster's there. New boy Gruda's hit the ground running.
Yeah.
Fancy Leipzig to do the business there, but it won't be easy, obviously. And then after that, we go to España, to La Liga. And we've got Villarreal, Valencia. This is a bit of a derby. We've mentioned this in the last couple of weeks. It feels like in the last 3 weeks we've had Levante, Valencia, Levante, Villarreal, and now we have Villarreal, Valencia. I'm right in saying that, I think, aren't we? That's the way it's
Uh-huh.
went, 3 weeks in a row. So that's kind of fun. Nicolas Pepe, Mika Tuanze. Everyone's there.
Quinny, have a guess at how many teams right now are registered in All Star Super Rare?
32.
All Star Super Rare. No, we're talking thousands.
I was just trying to go for something shocking. 2,400.
No, just under 1,800 in Super Rare.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's insane. Like
I
with
suppose all the
MLS
MLS
back.
guys.
And,
Yeah.
yeah, it feels punchy.
Getafe Valencia's on screen. Have you seen Satriano? Did you see his goals recently?
I haven't. No, I played him last week somewhere in Arena, maybe. Yeah, he's had a few.
We said he'd be the second coming of Enes. He is popping.
Yeah, he's doing a bit, isn't he? It seems.
He's doing it. Big Satriano. The one-man attack. Take on Sevilla. Good game for the Getafe boys. Sevilla are kind of minging.
Yeah, they're not up to much, are they?
Alaves host Girona. Thomas Lamar is back and happening. It's official. So dust them off if you've got one in a vault somewhere. Your boy Rincon, starting Harry boy.
Someone actually made me an offer for the one I originally owned this season.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he like stole it off Pavel. Not stole it, but got it off Pavel, and then yeah, made me an offer on somebody. I can't remember who now, but yeah, it was kind of funny. But I didn't end up taking it. Yeah,
Betis take on Vallecano. That's cute. It's nice how he tried it.
yeah. I don't know whether it was intentional, but the thought is there.
Both teams here look quite strong, actually. Noble Mendy scored really well last week. I'm sure he got a goal or something.
Yeah,
Elias Akomak, former Barca wonder kid in the team. He's kind of been past pillar to post, that kid. Celta at home to Mallorca. Full rotation from midweek in the Aspas elements. Fer Lopez, no, he's still there. Big Muriqi. And then we've got Atletico Madrid taking on Espanyol. I always think of this game as like the little brother derby, like from Real Madrid and Barcelona. It's Athletic versus Espanyol. So I don't think they too care about it in that sense, but that's the way I always think about it.
Atleti have been a nightmare recently. Not only like score wise, but even like the rotations and midweeks and all sorts.
Yeah,
It's been a bit dodgy.
for sure. But yeah. Espanyol doing very well this year. Barca host Levante. Frankie de Jong is nailed. Rafinha Yamal nailed. Louis and Ferran on the coin toss, as is Ferminator and Olmo. Eric Garcia's picked up a bit of an injury. Looks like Gerard Martin will be playing. And I thought maybe my guy, Joe Cancelo not really in the picture, and Ronald Araujo as well. I thought one of them would have been in for this game, surely, but neither one of them, it seems. Here we go, Harry. It's me versus you this weekend. How are you feeling?
Oh, man, yeah, Oviedo haven't really, well, specifically Ascandel hasn't really done anything for me recently. Even like just no AA or anything. It's been quite bleak, to be honest. So yeah, I'm hoping this is the week that I'm not necessarily thinking they're going to win or anything, but could there be a little, a little 20 AA, 30 AA on a really good day maybe for us? But yeah, I'm not confident, mate. I'm not confident at all.
You definitely get goalkeeping 80 out of this game.
Oh, I'd hope so, mate. But honestly, like,
Sociedad
just
shoot
doesn't seem to be happening.
some good high claims and stuff for him, no doubt. But yeah, hopefully
Yeah.
Sociedad will do the damage. I'm looking forward to this game from a Sociedad POV, but it doesn't need to be too bad for Oviedo.
No, it's not terrible.
Real Madrid Osasuna's on screen. Carvajal. And then the final one we have is Athletic Club hosting Elche.
Athletic Club.
Mike is a bit off again. Apologies, I'll do whatever I can. And then we get to the Prem. Let's go and see it. Where is the Prem? Arsenal really slipping up at the moment. Who do they have? They're away to Spurs. Oh, City host Newcastle. It's all getting tasty at the top. But we'll start off with Brighton, Brentford. Both teams are on screen here. I see Matoma. I see Pascal Gross. Don't see Matt O'Reilly, though, which is like kind of confusing. Big Christopher Ayer. Got some guys in that game. Aston Villa host Leeds. Aston Villa will be buzzing after beating Fenner midweek.
I just searched for a player. Like I had him up for sale, and I was like, "Why isn't he in my lineup builder?" But it looks like he's been sold. But like, I didn't get any notification or anything. I feel like things are a bit slow recently.
Rude's got the skinny on Carlos Soler. I hope King Carlos does the right thing and plays the FITBA. Do the right thing. That was Forest, Quinny. You've gone back in time. What did I just say? Forest? What was I talking about? Oh, I don't know.
Don't even know.
I don't know. I've lost my marbles. Oh, Forest beat Fenerbahce. Duh. Yeah, of course. Sorry. My bad. Good catch. Tottenham, it's just always associate Aston Villa with the Europa League or Unai Emery more specifically. But, oh, by the way, I kind of meant to do some content a wee bit on this this week, right? But I'm kind of hyped for Tudor at Tottenham. I think this could be like a wild, like, in terms of SO5 especially and Sorare, like, Tottenham could just like change overnight. Like Tudor's very attacking, and with some of these guys like Muani, Simons, like this team could really suit him quite easily. Now I know they've always had a problem with injuries and defending and stuff, but I don't know, man. I think it's a tough first game, obviously a London derby. Outside of this match, I think Tottenham is a stack to watch out for, or maybe some individual players depending on what your gaps are in your roster. I think Tottenham are about to turn their season around. Tudor is crazy and probably will leave in the summer or something. You know what I mean? But I think they'll come good for a while under him because he is very attacking. Everton Man U's on the screen now. The David Moyes derby. Sunderland at home at Fulham. Should be a good game for Sunderland. This, but again, Fulham never write them off, do you?
Yeah, Fulham are dangerous, but Sunderland at home, you've got to be rather confident, I'd say.
Team's really strong looking as well these days. City Newcastle. Newcastle went away to Qarabag and battered them by 6 goals. They've came back from Azerbaijan and then are going to the Etihad to take on Haaland, Cherki, Semenyo and the boys.
Yeah.
The Newcastle team is thin. A lot of air miles in their legs this week. The second leg they don't need to worry about, obviously, because it's at home and they've won. But coming into this, they're a wee bit of leg. City get an easy ride here.
Mike's gone a little bit again, mate. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
You're back. It's weird. As soon as like,
As soon as I get chins for it.
yeah, literally.
Crystal Palace Wolves could be a good game for the Palace stackers out there. All the main players are there. Wolves though did steal some points from Arsenal, so maybe they're feeling good about themselves. And then in the matchups tab, you mentioned Chelsea at home to Burnley. It feels like one of the games to be aiming after. Pedro Neto, Enzo Fernandez, Andre Santos, and Cole Palmer in support of João Pedro. Feels pretty OP, doesn't it?
A little bit, yeah.
Andre Santos seems to be Liam Rossignol into the Premier League now. I don't know if you've seen his scores recently.
Was he been popping?
He's not got the decisives yet, but the AA's there.
Okay, yeah. When that happened, it could be rockets, couldn't it?
Yeah. West Ham Bournemouth is the last Premier League game. We've got Tati Castellanos, Chirenzo Somerville, and Jared Bowen. Quite the exciting looking front three here.
Mm.
And Bournemouth, not a bad team either themselves, of course, but away from home. Let's see how it shakes out. Tati to score in this game. I back it.
Yeah.
And then, Harry, do you want to show us some teams what you're up to?
Yeah, well, not right now, mate. Sorry, I'm still building some stuff out and trying to work out what I'm going to actually do. So
I'll put this on screen. I've got a D1 to build in here. I've kind of got a lot of stuff still to iron out. Yeah. All my All-Stars, essentially.
yeah, I'm just umming and ahhing whether or not I get a few little 220 arenas in or not.
Oh.
Just trying to work that out.
I've got a few decent global keepers this week. That's kind of fun. I've only got one D1 though. I think we go Livakovic.
Oh, really?
He's just kind of safe, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of forgetting the ones that, like, not everything obviously ends now, does it, in 15?
It's All-Star, under 23 regions. That's what you need to focus on.
Challenger and Eredivisie as well.
Big Quatra. Did I maybe just put McKenna in? Yeah, I'll probably just do actually. Quatra and McKenna. D1 defensive death. Hopefully death in a good way. And then who's my power mids? Shack Attack is back. Marvin had a game, but it wasn't a great game, was it?
It was at home, but yeah, I don't think it was amazing.
Yeah, that's fine. It's just a very Wanazek match, isn't it? And then we go Nakamura up front. We think Nakamura is ready for one this week, don't we?
Yeah, I suspect so.
He actually got 63 with AA last week. Yeah, he's due a candlesticker, isn't he?
Yeah, he's due a little DA.
Is there anyone else here that I'm overlooking? Ueda Telstar. Oh, that's good.
Well, it is if he fucking actually knows how to score again.
Yeah, he needs to get a hat trick or something. But
He just hasn't done anything.
Telstar could look like that happen.
Yeah, they could.
So let's see. Yeah, no Teji. Who's my other All-Star OPs? Barry Nashea. Pascal Gross, Harry. What do you think of Pascal Gross in D1?
Yeah, I don't mind. Is he away? He is away,
Yeah.
isn't he? Yeah, I mean, it's okay. Is it Brentford? I can't remember, honestly.
Yeah, Brentford.
I wouldn't. I mean, I'm sure you've got better option, but it doesn't seem terrible.
Oh, Jesus Medina is in Mexico.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. Not using him now, but Efra. I've used Efra. Damn it. Or maybe, yeah, no, I had him in an under 23 team. I might go and pull Efra out of that. Or maybe I won't. I'll just leave him. I've got tons of guys here, man. I should have somebody good. Iraqi back in Japan, Harry boy.
Yeah, I almost played him in U23, but I don't know the reason. I think he's at like 70, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Scared me a little bit.
Yeah, I don't have an easy final pick, I don't think. There's a few guys that are kind of interesting, but There's no other kind of. I could play a Jetty, but he's not nailed. That's kind of risky normally. Muller? Do you think Muller has a good game?
Yeah, I'd
Muller
say
got
so.
a
He
goal?
came off. Yeah. I'd fancy Muller.
Aye, let's do
Definitely.
Muller. Let's do Muller. I guess we captain. Why not?
Yeah, I like that.
And then I've got two D2s and a D3 to set. I think against us for this one. And I actually fancy maybe do D3. I fancy doing a wee New York snack in here somewhere. Let's go for Conan here. Lagerbielke, yeah, we don't have a good team. On Kipling G.
So I couldn't hear you very well then.
Yeah, is the mic still playing up a bit? Sorry about that.
You come back, you bounce back like very well, but
Yeah, I'm not sure why it's doing that. Oh, Kessler not on to play. That's annoying. Like Aguerd, Brest, that could be alright. I got another Braga defender in rewards last week or this week. Might even play some of these Seattle boys.
yeah, Seattle's a really good matchup.
Yeah, like Roldan, Rusnak. And then up front, I maybe use like, Ueda. And I seen Jordan Morris there, he's on to play.
Is he JMO? Nice.
Yeah,
The JMO.
let's do that. Ah, it looks okay, doesn't it?
Yeah, that definitely works.
Captain CR7, the original CR7.
The OG.
I suppose if I'm doing
Nice.
that, I should maybe put Yaimar in there.
Yeah, I'd definitely get Yaima in if you can.
Yeah, let's do that. Yaimar with Lagerbielke. What about, I guess, am I using the keeper? Fry? Nah, I'll keep Conan in there. Screw it. Anyone called it? Mike is cooked. Fish tank again, Quinny? Oh, really? Oh, sorry, guys. Sorry. I'm absolutely against the clock here. Right, so this is a D2 again, isn't it? Do I want to play an NYC team in here? I think I do. I want an NYC team for fun. So we'll go Freeze. I've got Martins and Gustavo. Where the hell is it? Gustavo? There he's there. Boom. Gustavo. I'll maybe do a Celtic one as well, I guess, for the fun of it, for whatever fun Celtic's worth right now. I need Maxi. I need Parks. There's Parks. Where's my Maxi? Boom. And then up front, I guess I'll need to use a Wolf card. Do I have a? I've got Wolf forwards. Yeah. Wolf. And then Fernandez Marcao. Bang. That's a good team. Is
Yeah,
there a way of
that's nice.
making that better? Could maybe drop Parks for Ojeda or. No, I'm quite okay with that. Let's keep that. It's a fun NYC team. Good collection bonuses and stuff.
LA played last night as well, so I think New York could actually do some. It'd be low scoring, I think, but they could nick something. You never know.
You never know, indeed. And then I think I want to play a Celtic stack here just to play the Celtic stack somewhere. I'm going to put the Schmeichel. He's more likely to play than not. Yeah, let's go double centre back. Oh, no, let's not. Let's just play Tierney. Scales. Tierney. Scales. Negren as a forward. I'm going to go with Rio, not only Hitate. I'm not going to play Hitate in this team because he's just not going to be worth it. But Negren and Silva.
Yeah, probably.
Pascal Gross. Barry Nashea. Arturo Asaka. Oh, Forsberg. Away to Orlando.
It's not great. It's okay, but
Baumgartner. Mitoma. Away to Brighton. Away to Brentford.
yeah, that could work.
Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything that really grabs me. Who's our fantasy football midfielder that came in here? I'm just going to put Bernardo in because it's fun. Laird's cursed it. What did Laird curse? Oh no, someone tell me, quick. Oh, is it the microphone? Is that what you're meaning? I don't know. I've only got 3 minutes left for that.
Yeah, Talk Studio's been a nightmare for Laird all week, so that could be.
Oh, yeah.
It's been bugging.
Right enough. Right, so I've got an under 23 we can throw out here. We've got Fraga. Oh. Let's maybe go Valle. Tavon Gray. Javi Simons. What was the script with Iraqi? He's just a bit dodgy, but you think he'll play?
He probably plays. Definitely featured. He's 70 on, so.
Screw it, let's put Iraqi in. Not really used this card since I got it for collections. And then up front, maybe Broby.
Big Brian.
Yeah, Broby could be all right. And then last man could go Youngster, just for a bit of easiness. Molero, it's a bit more fun. Cho, do you think Cho scored the weekend, Harry?
It's a good fixture, but fucking hell, Nice so unpredictable, mate. But I don't mind it. I think I've played him somewhere.
Okay, Mohamed Ali Cho, in you get. And then captain, I guess we go with Javi Simons.
Yeah.
Now, I've normally got a bunch of limited teams I get out. I'm gonna get any of them. Oh, I've got a rare team still to build in champion. Jumping Jimmy's. I've got 3 minutes. Right, so goalkeeper options are Rulli, Ramiro. Oh, I think I was going to do this as a Sociedad team, but they were so painful to build in defence. But I think Ramiro, yeah. And then, okay, Kim Min Jae is going to play for Bayern. I can use that. And then, I'm frantically scraping about here. Miguel Gutierrez is going to play. That's really tempting, but a bit flaky. Do you know what? I'm going to go with Galan and Miguel. I'm going to play double fullback. Just feckin' go for it. Catch it, at it. Midfield. Let's get that Pascal Gross in. We've not used. We've got a Guedes. That's great for a decisive. Let's get that in. Guiri, Harry. Fancy Guiri?
Yeah, I do. It's tonight though, but if that
Tati or Guiri?
Guiri all day.
Okay, let's go Guiri. And then final man, Brandt, dodgy, I think. I don't know, maybe he's all right. Midweeks and all that, rotation. King Carlos, maybe has a way in. Louis, maybe starts, maybe doesn't. Baumgartner, I think I maybe put Baumgartner in. Or Matoma. Where's Matoma? Yeah, 2 Brentford boys, Brighton boys. Let's stick them in. And Captain Guiri, YOLO.
Yeah, don't mind it.
I guess I might arena, Harry. I've not normally got the arena flex.
You arena in?
I might, because I normally use all my keepers up for giveaway teams, but I'm not going to get that done. MLS is done. Just need to double check everything. We're like here now. Regions are done eventually. I'm going to go through them if he's all in a minute. Champ rare, U23 rare, All-Star rare. Yeah, I've just missed all my limited giveaway teams. Harry, do you want to share screen? We'll see what you've been up to. And then we'll do MLS or we'll do it. We'll do it. We'll come back and do MLS tomorrow properly. Is that what we'll do?
Yeah. Let's do that.
Yeah, MLS show tomorrow. And when will we do it then? Because the deadline is like an hour later than right now. and it's a Saturday, so I know there's a time difference for you and whatever. So, would you want to do
Yeah.
early Saturday morning? Do you want to do close to that deadline? What would work for you?
When is the actual deadline? So it's literally 24 hours from right now.
25. Oh no, or maybe 24.
24. Yeah, it's 23:95, 59 right now for me.
Yeah. Okay, so that's 24. Sorry,
Um, I mean,
oh,
yeah,
it's
we
4
could
p.m.
do
Eastern European time.
we could just do an hour, like as in like not start it at my time 8, start at my time 9, which is what,
2.
2
Yep.
hour quick show. And then obviously yeah, deadline at the 10. It still feels early for an MLS deadline. Like, what's the point of having it that early? That doesn't make much sense to me. There's no
Is it a
early
game that
games,
kicks
is
off
there?
like 2 hours later? I don't know.
There
So that's
might
what
be,
they've done
yeah. There might
before.
be yeah. There might be like a 12, like a 5 o'clock UK time game. But
Yeah, they don't want anyone seeing a team sheet when they've done these other late deadlines.
no, I just didn't know if they. No, let me have a quick look. Let me just go on scores Saturday. Let me have a little butchers. So we said 12. Maybe there could be a game. Yeah, 12:30 maybe. Let's have a look. So 12. We've got PSV. Benfica. No, there's not. There's a game at 2:30, so 4.5 hours after the deadline.
Interesting.
I'm surprised at that, unless I've missed something,
Hmm.
which is possible. No. Yeah, it's a bit weird. Anyway, sorry, yeah, let me get. But yeah, we're all messied up.
Oh,
Captain, leader, legend. So now surrounded him with some MLS greats: Richie Larea, Patrick Schulte, Hassani Dotson, now formerly of, or now, sorry, of Seattle, not
mm,
Minnesota. Two little dregs teams with classic keepers.
nice.
And then the main team is hiding over here. Well, no, that's the super rare team. The main rare team is an Austin stack with Evander.
Nice.
Going for the old leaderboards. So that's those. That's the main super rare. This is just the dregs.
Yep.
Top
Good
50
one.
get Essence, so there's only 65 in there right now.
Buzz.
Oh, yes. Golden All Star.
Yay!
We don't
El
mind those.
Caroni. That's a good one.
The Lord. The Lord
Hmm.
giveth. So yeah, that's pretty fun. Sorry, yeah, back to pro because all these things are a nightmare. Um, Prem. I bought in an Alex Iwobi to go with my Fulham stack, which is whatever. Um, not I normally go double Leeds defence, but I've just gone for Fulham to upset the Sunderland boys. I've got a lot of contemplations here, Quinny, in La Liga.
Okay.
Basically, just this position. So it's basically either Lorente, it's either Blanco, but Blanco got dragged last week, and everyone's saying that he might be done, basically, like for the next game. Well, he got dragged at half time because they were a man down and they weren't playing well. A couple of them got dragged, and the guy that came on actually did pretty well. Our source has him at 60. Like, it's a real toss up. It's Monday night. Um,
Yeah.
you know.
I wouldn't take the risk with him.
But then Lorente's even more of a risk, according to Sora. you know.
I think Lorente is kind of
Should play, shouldn't he?
omnipresent.
Because he
Yeah.
didn't play the last league game, as in he came off the bench. Yeah. So he came off against Vallecano where they got battered, played midweek. I know they obviously play Club Brugge again, but surely he plays this one, doesn't he? For a bit of
I think he plays. They've
yeah,
actually got Obed Vargas to play in midfield.
yeah. They're gonna rotate a little bit, I think.
Lorente at
Make
right
him a,
back. That's a bit dodgy.
I have Ruggeri if we think he plays, but I don't really think he does.
Nah, doesn't
I've
look
got
like it.
Aymar Oros against Madrid, who actually smashed AA last game, but I'm not confident, against Madrid necessarily. But oh, it comes back to
Mingueza?
the eight. Started yesterday, which worries me.
Okay.
Played the whole game. I thought he actually came off. That's a bit weird. Um, yeah, we're back to the dregs really. I just brought in this Tony Fernandez. I could just play him. He seems to fucking score goals all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Aye.
but he's playing against Blind, so
Okay. I
it's a
don't mind that.
bit. No, I don't mind it, but
I take the
or
certainty.
or we sack Blind off and go Kiko and Tony Martinez.
I can dig it.
What do you reckon? Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
and sack Blind off.
I don't think you need to sack Blend off, to be honest with you. I think you could still clip you well.
Yeah, yeah. I know what you
Firmino's
mean.
got a
It
good game
definitely.
again at home and stuff. Firmino could do all right.
Yeah, he got unlucky last week, didn't he, with the error?
Yeah, we were laughing about it last week, weren't we? Because
I
he
know.
was
How funny was that?
absolutely ripping his face off.
Even Mikey Baston messaged me. He was
Did he?
like, he's on a 70, and I'm not joking. The next minute he got an error, and I'm not exaggerating. It was literally a minute in between.
Yeah.
Um, I could do that. Doesn't look fun, but it is what it is.
It's
Um,
five starters is a start, you know?
yeah, and then over here, then I can go Huijsen. It's just gonna have to be Aspas off the bench now, then, which is whatever. That's where I was anyway.
Yeah.
And
And
then
then Lorente.
either Lorente or Blind. Like Blind's the obvious one, isn't he? As in like
Yeah.
nails.
Well, yeah, yeah, fair, fair.
Whereas like I know I get the bonus and stuff, but just do that. I mean, it's not
Yeah.
going to do anything. It's fucking Ryan against Barca and stuff. But it just makes this team a bit better, I think, doesn't it? Kinda.
Aye, I'd agree. You want guys that are definitely playing, no question.
Yeah. Got a couple of hours on that one, but we'll see how that looks. But yeah, excited for my Eredivisie. I did I got a few new players in. I got a little go-ahead defensive stack instead of
Nice.
the Breda boys. Leo Gramil's out for the season, so I got rid of my unique. But then I didn't have a in-season keeper, which allows me now to play Maro, which is nice. Um, oh wow, interesting.
We're in bonus time, people are saying.
Very. What comps are we looking at?
I'm going to try and get Champ Limited in if it's open. No, it's not. Not on
MLS,
my
La
screen.
Liga.
Oh, I've not
Yeah,
done
neither for.
sets.
Yeah,
I'm on
no,
my
to be
last
fair.
life, Harry. I'm on
Are
my
you?
last life.
Oh,
Yeah.
I got reset. I think I'm back to square. I'm on number 2 now. Baby Trade's having a little kick off a minute, 2 seconds.
Yeah, yeah, no problem. I'm just building my absolute best team for it. I'll put it on screen because I don't care about what days of the week they play. I just need them to hit 360 points. I don't care if it's Monday, Saturday, Wednesday, Tuesday, whatever. So I just need the best guys I've got that are on to play. Now, I actually got Frankie de Jong in my thing this morning, which is mega because the midfield for me has been a bit difficult. So Frankie, Rafi's on to play. And then I've got Anthony at home. I've got João Pedro at home. Probably taking João Pedro. So the defender, it shouldn't be really much of an issue if these guys all deliver something. But Laporte, do we like Laporte? Yeah, it's all right. Into 10 to 15 AA. No clean sheet. No clean sheet. Yeah, Laporte's all right. I don't mind taking that. Vitor Reis could be cool. He had a really good highlight package last week, really charging up the pitch and stuff. He might be exciting. I like Arnau. Maguire, some of these guys are okay.
Lads are saying Champ is locked and it wasn't supposed to be.
Is Champ not supposed to be?
No, it had a 3-hour lock
Oh, well. I thought Champ was.
originally.
Laporte or Vitor Reis, Harry?
Um,
Or maybe Arnau.
Arno's cooking a little bit, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't mind Arno.
Let's go Arnau. Oh, no, not Jura Geezer. I got De Jong this morning in my sets free packet, Harry.
Oh, that's unbelievable. Jesus.
Aye, scenes.
That's incredible.
And then who would you go, João Pedro or Anthony? Or Oyarzabal?
Oh, that's so tough. I don't know. João Pedro's on fire, and the
That's what
game
I
is
went with.
really good. Yeah, I think so. I would have said Anthony, but I think João Pedro makes more sense because the matchup's a little bit better.
Captain him on that. But these are my other attempts. Lorente, Fibas. So getting that De Jong has been a massive upgrade in my midfield options.
Quinn, I was
Last
just
chance.
thinking then,
Hmm.
I might actually go Blind and Kiko instead
Nice.
of Tony because I just think, yeah, like I want to try and get Blind in the better team, and then I don't have to play Aspas,
Yep. Oh,
and I
cool.
can play Lorente.
Ah, yeah. Double defense. Nice.
Double defense on the other one, yeah, and then this basically.
Why
I think
not?
that makes a, I think that makes a little bit more sense, doesn't it? In a
Yeah,
way,
that second team is way more interesting as well.
way more interesting. But
As a side note,
I yeah, I even think the first one just seems a bit more safe. I don't know whether safe's the best word, but you know,
because really for that team, you need Captain Yamal to hit. You need your keeper to not
yeah,
screw you, and you need
right.
Fornals to do a 60
To
plus.
do
The other two guys just need to
easy.
kind of do their bit. They don't need to do
Yeah,
anything
just go
special.
go do me 65 each Blind and Kiko and just keep me in it, you know?
Even a pair of 52s probably wouldn't hurt.
No, it wouldn't hurt, but like I know I need four now to do like an 80 realistically, I think, if I want to have a real chance. But you're right, yeah. Yamal has to rip. Askandel just can't actually kill me. Can he give me a 55 or whatever? That'd be probably bite your hand off for that right now if you offered it for me. To me, sorry. Um yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's okay. I don't think it really gets much better. Like, does Kiko outscore Aymar? Probably.
Yeah, I struggle with those guys like Aymar against Real Madrid and stuff because they're just not
You
going
got
to get much involvement, So you really need
yeah,
something
but
massive to happen.
he loves like a tackle and stuff, Quinny.
Yeah,
He seems to
it's a wee,
get double. He got like a triple double last week. I don't know. I just yeah, they're not going to be on the ball, obviously for sure. He's not going to. He might not get a big chance created or the attempted assist. Not saying he could do a 60 there, but
but what's his
could he get?
biggest AA only game?
Well, that
44,
was 28. This season, not much clearly, but yeah, he doesn't normally do
46,
above us.
47.
Yeah, that's 60 is probably the most he's done for a long time. This one here,
Oh,
63.
hmm.
I don't know. He's interesting, but like you look at that Barca.
I
Just
think you
I
can
know
only
it's
think of
Barca.
him as a 45. Is kind of what I'm saying.
Yeah. Realistically, he's probably a foot. No, there we go. Madrid played 77. Yeah, he gets the tackles, which I'm not shocked at really. But then it's like, okay, doesn't get the double double. Didn't get any attempted. I can imagine it looking like that. Basically, a couple of
Yeah,
tackles. I don't even think he's on set pieces anymore, which obviously nerfs him even more so. What about Eric Bailly? This is without a D. This is with conceding two goals, by the way.
okay. Clearances, yeah, he'll be clearing like bad. Like Sociedad
Double
played
double.
attack.
Look at the duels one, Quinny. 10-2.
I could see Baye being a good shout. By the way,
And he had 52 passes there, right? At home to Athletic Bilbao.
I don't
Doesn't
see any
seem.
reason to fear Sociedad by comparison. Like could he
Yeah.
do a 58? Yeah, 54
Is
something.
he
They've
going to
got.
outscore Kiko?
Oh, that's a tough one
That's the
because
question.
like you seen with Kiko's potential last week, he is like the outball. For them,
Yeah.
he is an attacking fullback, but doesn't give
Like
away possession.
he does have a 60 in him, doesn't he?
Hmm. And he can get decisive. He's obviously not done it in a bit, but he can.
Yeah, he can. And it's at home to Sevilla. Like it's not as if. Yeah, I think there's more upside in him. I do. I'm on the
I think
Kiko train, I think.
I think Kiko. For Baye to
Yeah.
beat him, I think Baye needs your random decisive on top of what you expect him to do, like your last man
Hmm.
tackle or something, which clearance off the line from a corner. It's not impossible to imagine, but
Right.
it's
Yeah, no, not at all. That's yeah. Yeah, let's keep it. I think that's fine. Um, no, I'm excited for the weekend. MLS is back. Um, what else have we got? I'm excited for my Eredivisie stuff. Wow, that's funny.
that's good for everyone involved. Just playing.
Yeah, like for the leaderboard in MLS rare, I think it's 200. Yeah, so 235 entrants, and top 200 get Essence right now, which is
Wow.
kind of mad. Um, yeah, I saw someone hating on the old Zhao Huijsen can't really be in Team 1 because he's a classic card.
Yeah, it's too
Unless you don't
difficult.
want me to play Yamal,
Yeah,
which is not going to happen, is it?
it's a tough either or.
Yeah. Ideally, yeah, I'd love them both to be in there, but not possible. But yeah, Austin have two really good home games. Home to Minnesota, and then I think it's home to DC. Yeah, first two. Rosales has just joined them.
Nice.
Um, yeah, I mean, I'm not saying they're world beaters, but I think they could go do a bit of damage if Evander pops up. Um,
I think so too. That's a good leaderboard
yeah,
shout.
I don't mind it.
I've got three D1s for Challenger this week, Harry, after all my
Oh, that's
relegation woes.
nice.
Yeah. These are the three D1s I've got. What do you think?
Suda should be on, yeah. Krastic, Azabegovic, Edison, Asensio. It's really strong. All in season as well. Trubinator. I've played Trubinator in D1 as well, but there's been a few little murmurs that like there could be weird rotations. I'm in D1 with him, so I'm with you if it happens.
Oh
Genuinely.
no.
I know.
Oh
I,
no.
I I'm just saying like yeah, well according to the SI, Sorry inside, he reckons nobody's safe. Um
Hmm.
Bednarek, yeah, I like it. Gabri Vega, I think he's on, isn't he? Just about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Karem's really nice. Hmm. I'm just thinking there, should have you gone Karem with Asensio and put, you know what I mean, just for the double DA basically is what I'm thinking about.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
That's the only, yeah.
Double Kareem's a nice combo, but I don't know. I just thought Sudakov, if he starts against that team,
Yeah, he
like
could
he could,
smash.
yeah,
I
he could
think he
just.
will start. He looked
Mhm.
sharp against Madrid. I watched him for like 10 minutes. Looked good.
I thought so too.
Um, yeah, and then what's that? Oh, just KT. I've actually played Justin Janssen in my D1 as well with
Yeah.
Trubin, which is quite funny. Um, and then Callum Ward, yeah. I mean, yeah, I like that little mix and match there. Yeah, I'm just thinking, could have the Celtic boys been together somehow?
I think they're in limited D2. But I actually built, so I've got a limited D1, Harry. So I actually built this
Oh, nice.
before I built rare D2. So this was actually the
Wow,
fourth team that I made because it's limited
that's
D1.
interesting. Who does Lincoln play for? Alaves?
He plays for, no, like a team that's 10th in Portugal. He takes like their set
Okay.
pieces and stuff, like Alverca or
Yeah.
something they're called.
Oh,
I
yeah,
actually
yeah.
wish I put a Cardi in with Braga and Guilherme. I kind of missed all that when, oh shit. I wish I could change that a wee bit, but I don't think it'll be too bad for me. And then, yeah, I've got a Celtic team here in D2 limited.
Nice.
And then I've got
Some good
another
teams.
D2 limited with mainly Celtic, and then a D3 limited with the leftovers, essentially.
Yeah, we're both limited streaking, aren't we?
Yeah, so I've got all that to run. And I've got 223 teams, Harry, which I'll show you. I don't know how much faith I'm putting in either of them, but we've put Van der Voort in a team,
Strong.
gave him some firepower.
Strong, mate. Yeah, yeah.
Return of the Van der Voort.
I've got Camavinga in my best team as well. I didn't play Turkey anywhere, weirdly. I should have, obviously. Efran's fun. Yeah, Gazarowski probably plays, I think. Aaron Barrow, great fixture, and obviously, yeah, big flow. I like that first team.
Yeah, it's a shame it's in D3.
Yeah, I was going to say, how are they in D3? Wow,
Not played
that's
it,
annoying.
like at all.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we built that all star together, so you all kind of know what I did there, and that's kind of it, really, to be honest with you, other than Road to Glory stuff, which all went out yesterday. But yeah, Harry, last little thing before we go,
Go
but
on.
somebody was cheering you. Thought you were a Minnesota boy this year.
I've got Minnesota, yeah, as you can see there.
Just a wee bit, but
I've got to hedge your bets, you know?
I'd call you more of
Can't
an
just,
Austin boy, maybe.
yeah, I'm a bit more of an Austin boy right now, but this is just, yeah, this is dregs. I mean, the defenders playing against the forwards, there's not much going on here. But yeah, these are the sort of this is the main one, main two, and then this is just, yeah, complete dregs. Um, yeah, no, I'm not necessarily a Minnesota boy, I wouldn't say. I just got a few first mints. I thought pretty cheap at the time, but it's worked out. They're
Love it.
just the same price. Yeah, nothing's really changed to be honest. And it's just not a great game. First game away to Austin.
Yeah. No, fair enough. Well, we'll be back tomorrow at an
Yeah, let's do
undisclosed
it.
time, but we will be back. So take notifications. Who knows what channel it'll be on as well? So you need to subscribe to both and turn on notifications so that the surprise can come your way and you don't miss out on it. Of course, we expect it to be in like 23 hours from now or so. So yeah, we'll see you tomorrow probably, no doubt. Harry boy, good luck to you this week. Good luck to everyone, especially if you smash the like button. We didn't ask you to do it today, so that means, if you've hit the like button, just know that me and Harry know you're a real one. If you're hitting it now, you count as well, so don't worry about it. But thanks to everyone to smash the like button and supported the show today. But Harry, as always, absolute pleasure.
Yeah, absolute pleasure, mate. Great to get back with you. And yeah, hopefully, it's looking likely that we'll get something going tomorrow. But yeah, massive good luck everyone tonight. We had a terrible Friday last week, so I'm really praying we get a bit more hope and results this Friday, because it was bad last Friday.
Say your prayers we get a good weekend. New York win, Celtic win. Let's hope so. Fenerbahce on Monday. Hope so. All the stacks, all the streaks, all the fun. Have fun, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow.